Here is your full long-form, emotional, engaging YouTube-style narrative written in smooth, cinematic paragraphs, paced for an 11-minute 30-second video, beginning with a strong hook, building suspense, and ending with an inspiring message. No headings. No breaks. Just a continuous, powerful story. No one in the audience was prepared for what happened that day. And if you stay with me until the end of this story, you'll understand why this moment became one of the most unforgettable performances in AGT history. So make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and let's relive the moment that shocked millions around the world. The studio lights dimmed as the next contestant walked onto the stage, a shy 31-year-old Filipino man named Jericho Santos, his hands trembling slightly as they held the microphone. He wore a simple denim jacket, black t-shirt, and neatly combed dark hair, a look far from flashy, far from what anyone expected from someone claiming to be influenced by Elvis Presley. The judges looked at him curiously, sensing his nervous energy. Simon leaned back in his chair with that familiar raised eyebrow, the one that silently asked, "Are you really ready for this?" Jericho swallowed hard. This was the moment he had spent years dreaming of. The moment he promised his late father he would chase one day. When the music began, a soft, classic rock and roll intro echoed through the room, and Jericho took his first breath. But just 10 seconds into the song, Simon lifted his hand sharply. The music cut. The audience gasped. Jericho froze. His heart dropped to the floor. This couldn't be happening. Not again. Simon stared at him intensely, not unkind, but with a seriousness that made the room fall silent. Stop. Stop the music, Simon said. Jericho, this isn't working. This isn't Elvis. This is someone trying too hard to be Elvis. Who are you, really? The words cut deep. Jericho lowered his eyes, remembering all the times people told him he would never make it, that he was just another impersonator, another hopeful boy from the Philippines who believed too much in dreams. He remembered his father sitting beside him on their old couch, tapping his foot to Elvis songs on the dusty radio, saying, "Son, the world already has one Elvis. What it needs, is you." Those words hit him like a lightning bolt. Jericho looked up, tears threatening to escape. Can I try something else?" he asked softly. Simon paused. His expression softened. "All right," he said. "Show us who you are." The music changed. A gentle acoustic version of Can't Help Falling in Love, stripped of all theatrics, filled the room. Jericho closed his eyes. He inhaled slowly. And then, he sang. But this time, it wasn't Elvis's voice. It wasn't an imitation. It was raw, vulnerable, deeply emotional, his own voice, trembling yet powerful, carrying years of struggle, sacrifice, and longing. The first note alone sent chills across the judges' table. People in the audience leaned forward, stunned by the sudden transformation. Melby pressed her hand to her chest. Heidi looked visibly emotional. Even Simon's expression softened from stern skepticism to pure surprise. Jericho's voice cracked slightly as he reached a tender line, not from lack of skill, but from sheer emotion. The audience could feel that this song wasn't just a performance. It was a message to someone he'd lost. A confession to the universe. A release of everything he had been holding in for years. And when he hit the final note, holding it with a strength no one expected, the room exploded, cheers, whistles, applause that shook the entire theater. Jericho dropped his head, overwhelmed. He couldn't believe what he had done. The same man who had stopped him after 10 seconds was now standing. Simon Cowell, standing. The audience gasped again. Standing ovations from all four judges followed. Jericho's eyes widened in disbelief. Simon raised his hand for silence, and the room instantly calmed. Jericho, he said, stopping you was the best thing that happened today. Because you were hiding behind someone else's voice. But when you finally showed us your truth, that was magical. That was real. That was you. And the world needs to hear that voice. Jericho wiped away tears as the judges delivered glowing praises, each recognizing not just his talent, but his courage to be vulnerable in front of millions. And then came the moment no one expected. Simon reached toward the golden buzzer. The audience erupted even before his hand touched it. And when the gold confetti burst into the air, Jericho dropped to his knees, sobbing. He had done it. He had finally honored his father's words. He had been himself. And he shocked the world doing it. Backstage, Jericho embraced his mother, who cried uncontrollably as she whispered, "Anik, your papa is proud." And in that moment, Jericho realized something powerful. Sometimes life stops us, challenges us, even embarrasses us, not to break us, but to push us toward who we were always meant to be. Simon stopping him wasn't rejection. It was redirection. And that's the message of Jericho's journey. You don't become unforgettable by trying to be someone else. You become unforgettable the moment you dare to be yourself. If this story moved you even a little, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with someone who needs inspiration today. Because just like Jericho, their next chance might only be one brave moment away.